Everybody talking, I'm overseas. Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Great, set.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Great, set.
Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Tiger swamp. No,
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Now
Dak, he wants to change the play. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, go kill. We're going to 54 Lions.
Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
73.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Elliott on for the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lamb will go in motion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here's Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trucks over it. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action now, Prescott.
At the 29-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. You look at this Eagle defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
When they lack a pass defense, they do make up for it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Phil King!
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 73. Delta.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
No touch that. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Swift going to try up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
At the 13-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Carter in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 43 yards. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Swift. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Could be worse. And I feel like, no, never mind. This is the worst.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the intercept. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles just continue to roll. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
47. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lynn. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, you're the offensive line. Your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be out up around the 45. Pick up a 14, but but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run forward with Pollard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First down.
Gonna be a good day, boy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 41 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
You know what it is. Take it to the house.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
We're going to 54. Why is Go 54, go to 54, 180.
Throwing, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
Looking downfield for Pollard.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. Here we go, 47.
To the air again, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Prescott down.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain to the 26.
That's a mismatch that you want to force a linebacker to try to come back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
We're going to 53. Under.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Go. Get out there. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Hard Abner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
On first down, Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. On first and 10, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Prescott. Cooks full extension. It's complete. A good pickup here. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And not spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Gallup in motion right. On third down, it's Pollard. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there.
The second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
47. Hey, kill.
Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's first and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Miles Jack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football, so that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Third and long for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
To the house.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here go 46. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Go to 54. Go to 54. 180. 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! Philadelphia. 60 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have had plenty of solid notes in this one. But they sort of don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good for an Eagles.
They go play action with Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
We're going to 54. 47. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
17.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team
third down. It's Prescott. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup. And good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Prescott to throw on fourth. And he is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Prescott on first down. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up second down. And quickly they get to the line. Prescott down. That is caught by Lamb. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
72, Cowboys 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take it to the house. Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moment. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown the point after, but a little consequence in the end.